everybody. Me and the gang have gone to see, what was it called?
Martysupreme.
Martysupreme. Just initial reaction. I think it's a fun film. You should definitely bring your family along. It's very fun. We're now going to go around and we're going to ask people how they thought the film went. What did you think, Daniel?
It was something. It was definitely something. It was a film. That's what you can say.
Did you like the bit where they done table tennis?
Yeah, I wish they did more of that, you know. For a film that's meant to be about table tennis, I wish they did more of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Table tennis was the best bit.
What would you rate it, man?
Probably like a 4, because Tyler the Creator was in it, so...
Nah, he's a banger, you know.
Exactly, yeah. Out of 5, mate.
4 out of 5, so that'd be a 9 out of 10.
That Rachel person was fit, I'll be real.
Say that again for the camera, yeah?
Right, mate.
I think my favourite part in the film was where, in the concentration camp, they started licking the honey off his chest. That was quite a moving scene. That really did make me correlate with the film. I think it was a great production, like the storyline. I really think it was something which is masterclass, and I can see quite a few Oscars being won for that film because the acting was superb, and I think there was tears in our eyes.
Not enough amount of money would have made me lick honey off some man's tit. that they must be millionaires. That is absolutely vile. What would you rate it?
I think I'd give it sort of 10 out of 10, you know?
10 out of
I'm really
10.
looking forward to the sequel coming out.
Connor, what do you think?
Alright, so I'm someone who doesn't like films much, but that was quite a good film. I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
Are you going to say anything else, yeah?
I think it's quite an intimate film. It's very touching, but
Yeah,
I quite enjoyed it actually.
Quite literally touching.
If they need actors for the sequel, they know where to call, yeah?
I think it was a good film all round. It was, you know, the acting was super, you know, yeah. Thank you.
What would you rate it? 8 out of 10?
9.
9. I'll do a more detailed analysis when I get back, but Sam, who's going to look back at this, at the moment right now, I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Like the sperm scene that goes into the end. No,
Oh!
at the end, it's like a
No.
It's like a cycle because the baby's born at the end, so you get that cycle. It's like
Yeah,
Can I say something?
copies Vertigo.
Could I give a shout out to Joshua Lawrence if you're watching at home? Happy birthday.
Is it Josh Lawrence's birthday?
I believe so, yeah.
in May.
In May?
Yeah.
What's that got to do with anything?
Happy birthday, Josh.
I don't get that. But if anyone else is watching, as of recording this, Manchester United have beat Arsenal 3-2 at the Emirates, and I am doing a Supermarket Tycoon editing video. Well, one of them might be written off, and it ain't the Arsenal game. Have it, you Gunners. Right, but this whole video, this actual recording here, is to talk about the martysupreme video. No, not video. What was it again? Movie. That's the word. Now, I study A-level film, so I'm going to tell you my honest thoughts on the film. Obviously, we saw at the very start of the film, at the very start of my video, that, you know, we heard from actual in real life Sam. He's very, very, very thoughtful opinions on the movie. So now looking back on it and looking at some trailers, looking at some interviews, and looking at the overall film as a whole, well, the more I think about the film, the more I feel it was wasted in potential, right? I'm going to start off with the positives, and then we're going to go to the negatives. Right, the negatives. Actually, no, we're doing positives. Shit. This is non-scripted because I don't do that type of stuff. Anyway, I think Timothy Charmander's performance, brilliant. I love it. Timothy Charmander, brilliant, man. Oh my god, I loved his ego. His ego made me really relate to myself. I'm like, oh, I can be this. I really loved his ego. I really loved how he actually played the con man really well. He definitely conned me, but Timothy Charmander, if you're watching this, I hope you just know I don't get conned, so have it. Well, I thought the start was a bit weird. You know, the natural breeding process. Obviously, when I saw that, I weren't at all freaked out by it. I thought, why don't you just do it in a room? Like what? Let's go on that topic. Actually, drop my camera. Right. If you're having sex, do it in your house. Do it in your house. Right? There's no if. I don't want this. Yeah? It's a film. I get it. It's for the vibes. It's for the grind. You know, Jake Paul would probably do it back in 2016. I get that. I get that 100%. I understand that it's a film and you've got to get the content and you've got to entice the audience in. What I don't get, just don't do it at your workplace. And then they have to show like it actually happening. It's like, bro, I came to watch ping pong, not porn. Like, honestly, there was a lot of ping pong, if you get what I mean as well, because I went bing, bong, bing, bong, because that's what they're doing, ping pong, obviously. So, what did I think? That's not a positive, by the way. I'm not saying that sex in movies is positive. I don't swing that, but I do. I'm straight, but you get what I mean. I'm digging myself a hole. I think it was a very good film. For the positives of, I liked the characters that were cast. I think they played it very well. Definitely Timothy Charmander and Haley Salamenko, whatever her name was, and I don't know the other guy, so we're gonna call him Old Boy Bob. Old Boy Bob. He was the guy with the dog. He nearly got his arm cut off by a bathtub. I think that was a bit fucking stupid, to be honest. I don't know how that had anything to do with table tennis. It did. He also got domed. He also got 200 pumped in the film. I don't like that either. What the fuck has that got to do with table tennis? Ooh, to get the money from a stolen dog with the guy with the shotgun. Like, shut up. And this is another thing. I'd have diffed him. I'd have diffed that guy with the shotgun. People say it's a 12 gun shot. It's a 12 gauge shotgun. I can lift a 144 gauge shotgun. Let's not test that though. I don't want to get kirked. But who would? Right, we got to think of some more positives. I like the Chinese guy. I think he had aura. I think he was the humbling thing, and I quite liked it. I quite also like the context of it as well. It was literally just the old East versus West or whatever the fuck it's called. Actually, it isn't because they were Japanese. It was American v Japan, which obviously there has been some, you know, past events such as Nagasaki and Hiroshima. You know, I'm not on any side, but I want to be on the side that is doing the bombing, not getting bombed. So I think that was quite cool that they didn't allude to it. It's just, you know, contextually they're like, America's better than Japan, have it. The Americans are better. I don't think that. I think everyone's equal. I'm a nice man. So, I like the positivity of the contextuality of the film. I think Timothy Charmander, he played a good role as a character. And I also think that the film just it had a storyline. But the negatives are, now I'm gonna go on to the negatives. I didn't get the whole point of the storyline at all. I actually think it was a pretty pointless film. Now, a lot of people probably like it. I mean, there's a hoodie out there for 7.6 grand. Am I gonna buy it? You know what? 100,000 subs and I'll go buy it, shall I? That's a promise. 7.6 grand, I'll buy it anyway. Just give me the revenue, please. I didn't get the point of the whole plot, okay? Yes, he's a ping pong player. Yes, he lost to the Japanese guy and he wants to get revenge. What the fuck does a shootout have to do with ping pong? What does it have to do? What does it have to do? I do boxing, right? If I wanted a rematch with my most recent opponent, I'm not gonna go into Afghanistan, am I? What's the point in the shootout for the fucking dog? Leave the dog alone. Let him have the dog. It might not be his dog, but let him have the dog. What's the point? I don't believe that. I couldn't believe that. And I'd have just left it after the shotgun. It's like, I know where your dog is. Yeah, you go handle it by yourself. Also, the woman being 8 months pregnant and pretending that her husband beats her, I reckon Marty Supreme ain't the bloody dad. I think it's the one who's got wrongfully done here. And you know what? To that character, I hope that baby, what they had to go through, I hope you're homeless. So, I think that first of all. I think the plot was a bit fucking stupid, to be honest. I honestly didn't get the point. I think it had barely any table tennis in it. Okay, for the first hour, it could have ended in an hour, right? Ended in an hour, kept it to ping pong. Keep it to ping pong. Like, that's another thing. Why did I need to see four sex scenes in a ping pong movie? 4. I don't get it. It weren't 200 minutes. That'd be way too long, actually. How long was it? Like, about 2 hours. 2 hours and 21 minutes. I think it was stupid. Why am I looking at a 2 hour and 20 minute video of I don't even know. I don't even want to even go into what I saw. I just it just doesn't make me like the plot. The plot, it felt so dragged out, and then when it got to the end, it didn't feel like the end. He looks at the baby, Marty Supreme looks at the baby and starts crying. Now, I'm not a dad, so I don't know what that's going to be fucking like. I'm probably never going to get a girlfriend. But, I don't get why did it end with him looking at the baby crying? Can someone let me know in the comments, please, down below. Why did it end with him crying? So then, I don't get the plot. I've seen too many sex. I've seen too much sex. Alright. My final negative is I kind of fell asleep halfway through it. I can't lie that I think, you know what? I really like the actors. I think if it was about table tennis and what I thought it alluded to, I had no experience what this film was actually going to give me. I just thought, it'll give me this, it'll give me that, it'll give me that. Right? I thought it was going to do that. It didn't. It didn't. No, I didn't see that at all. I kind of just felt really bored after a bit. I kind of wanted to leave. But, the plot was bad. The whole plot of it was bad. It was so dragged out. There was a subplot in the plot that could have been a different movie. And it didn't have any relation to ping pong. Because his whole journey was pointless. He didn't get any money. So he's done it for the shits and giggles. So what the fuck is the point in the film then? You've told me to go, I do ping pong. And he's gone and fucking shot some guy up. What's the point? Oh, I could blabber on about how shit the plot was. But I'm not. What would I rate the film? Well, actually I'm going to go on to say what I would have done if I had that money. I would have made it about ping pong to start off with. I would have made it about ping pong. I kind of would have removed half the acting, half the actors. I think you could have done it with 3 actors. Prove me wrong. You could have done it with 3 actors. 4, actually 5. 5 maximum you could have done it with. 5. 5 actors. But we've decided to go with a whole cast because you had the budget. It's a director, which my good friend has said, and I have got the stat checked, has done experimental films. So I'm not surprised by what I saw now. But when I first came into it, I was expecting something to do with ping pong. But they fucked the entire plot up. I could have done a better plot as an A-level film person, but I don't have the money for that. You know, I'm £90 in a dream. So that's first. It had so much potential, and to me, it didn't live up to it. It didn't live up to it from, I don't even know. I think I was left with more questions than answers, but you lot have a different opinion to me. I have a different opinion to you. Yada yada yada. Whatever rocks your boat. So yeah, what would I give the film? I'll give it a 1 out of. I'll honestly give it a 2 out of 5. The film, 1 out of 5. 2 out of 5 just because the vibes, the friend group was there. So I hope you have enjoyed me rating this film. I don't know whether I'll do another one of these, and I'm definitely not scripting it because it's funny doing it off improv. Bye bye.